In a city like New York, we don't walk, we run. We run after money, after fame, and behind the glowing screens of our phones. We look at everything, but in truth, we see nothing. But there, in a forgotten corner of Perry Street, beneath an old building that hasn't been touched since the 1950s, lies a wooden door. It is a door opened only by those who have lost something that cannot be replaced. A small brass plaque hanging on that door simply reads, "Enter to see what you missed." Imagine a man who spent his life documenting beauty through a camera lens, a professional photographer whose world began to slip away as a hereditary disease stole his sight, day by day. He didn't come here looking for a medical cure. He came to find a single look he had wasted in the chaos of his past years. Upon opening that door, the city's noise vanishes completely. The place inside is not a museum of photographs, it is a museum of moments. Here, time does not move forward, it circles back on itself in total silence. The walls are draped in black velvet, and the lighting is so dim it feels as though you are walking inside a dream. There are no painted canvases here, only temporal windows. Every time you looked at the face of someone you love while your mind was preoccupied with a business deal or a text message, this place captured that wasted glance and preserved it for you. In the first corridor, the image of an elderly man appears at a breakfast table. He is trying to say something, but his son, sitting across from him, is shouting into his mobile phone. The son didn't notice the new wrinkles that had grown around his father's eyes that morning, nor did he notice that the tone of his voice carried a hidden farewell. Real pain doesn't come from the departure of those we love, it comes from knowing we were there in body, but we weren't truly present. In another room, thousands of glass jars are lined up. They do not contain objects, they contain senses. A jar holding the scent of a mother's perfume who passed long ago. A handkerchief that holds the texture of a hand you haven't shaken in an age. Upon opening one of these jars, the sound of a child's laughter drifts out, the sound of the very first day they walked, a moment the father only watched through a phone screen because he was away on a distant business trip. It is here that one realizes sight is not lost only through disease, but because we consume it looking at the wrong things. At the end of the long corridors, there is a massive mirror. But it does not reflect the face of the one looking into it. Instead, it reflects the person who once made them feel invisible. A woman who left not because the love ended, but because she was photographed every day with the latest lenses, yet what was moving in her eyes was never actually read. The photographer who spent his life documenting beauty discovered, in the end, that he was blind to the truth hiding behind that beauty. Then comes the tempting offer, the possibility of staying in this museum forever. A place where you can regain your sight perfectly and live among these memories in flawless quality. You can touch the past, smell it, and feel it as if it is happening now. But the price is that you will never return to the real world again. You will become, yourself, just another last sight for someone else searching for you from the outside. The museum belongs to no one person, it is a mass grave for moments we did not appreciate. There, you see the veteran who weeps, the mother who cradles her child, and the stranger who helps a stranger. You see that the whole world is a series of last sights whose owners did not realize their value until it was too late. In the end, the choice is always between a perfect past or a distorted future. Between living in a prison of beautiful memories or stepping out into the real darkness where life exists in all its flaws and imperfections. Leaving that museum means choosing the present moment. It means realizing that we don't need museums to see what we missed, we only need to stop running for a single minute. Look at the person sitting next to you right now. Look at them as if it is the last time. With focus, with honesty, and without distraction. Because the truth that everyone ignores is that one day, it truly will be the last time. And no one wants to end up in a dark corridor, looking at a picture they missed the chance to live in reality.